Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about the concept of inheritance. Alright. Now, let me give you a vague example before I teach you the concept of inheritance. Okay. Now, let us assume that these are your parents. Okay. This is your father, this is your mother, and this is you. Now, you might have heard people saying that you have your father's eyes, or you have your mother's nose, right? Some of the characteristics of you match with that of your father or mother, correct? So you might have heard people saying that. And then along with that, you have some unique characters of your own also, right? Now what has happened is you have inherited some of the characteristics of your parents, and along with that you have your own characteristics, and that is what defines you or makes you unique, correct? Now let us proceed further to the next example. Let us say that you are living with your parents at your home. Alright. Now, whatever belongs to your parents also belongs to you. For example, your father's TV is also your TV. Your father's table is also your table, meaning the table that your father uses, you use it too, right? Your father's or mother's washing machine, which is at your home, is the one that you use also, correct? Now along with that, you have some things of your own, right? For example, your shoes are your shoes only. Your parents do not use your shoes, correct? Of course, they have paid for it, but then this belongs to you. Your shirts, your pants, or let us say you have a mobile. All these belong to you, right? There are some things that you inherit from your parents, and there are some things that belongs to you, right? So this is the concept of inheritance. Okay. Inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the methods and properties from another class. Okay. Now, I will explain the concept of inheritance with a different example. Okay. This example. Now, this is Tata Nexon. Okay. This is also Tata Nexon, but a different version. This is also Tata Nexon, but a different version. Okay. So all three models are different. Alright. Now let us say that this is the base model. This is the base model. And this is a slightly higher version. And this is the highest version. Okay. this costs less than this. This costs less than this. Okay. Now this is just a random made up example by me to teach you the concept of inheritance. Okay. This has nothing to do with the real features of Tata Nexon. Alright. Now let me proceed to VS Code and explain you how inheritance works. Alright. So here I will say class and I will say Nexon 1. Okay. I am defining a class for this Nexon 1, this model. Okay. Now here I will not have a constructor just to keep the program simple. What I will have are two methods. Okay. So I will say feature 1 and I will have self in brackets, and inside I will say has a 1200cc engine. Okay. Let us say that this model has a 1200cc engine. Okay. That is the first feature of this model. Okay, Nexon 1. Alright. Next, I will say feature 2 and I will pass self, and then inside I will say is available in black, white and gray color. Okay. Let us say that this model is available in 3 colors. Alright. So I have two methods in this class Nexon 1. Okay. Now, it is not enough to have a class. We need to create objects from it. Right? So I will say car1 is equal to Nexon 1. Okay. So this is the first instance or first object of this class Nexon 1. Alright. Now let me access the feature 1 of car1. When I run this, I get the output saying has a 1200cc engine. Alright. So this is the first feature of Nexon 1. Okay. I will change this to 2 and I will run the program, and it says it is available in black, white and gray color. Okay. So these two methods belong to this class Nexon 1. Alright. Now let me proceed further. Let me create the next class for Nexon 2. Okay, Nexon 2. So I will say class Nexon 2 and inside I will have feature 3 wherein I will print, let us say, has airbags. Okay. I will have one more feature, feature 4, and let us say is available in red color. Okay. Now feature 3 and feature 4 are two methods that belong to this class. Okay. So as I have mentioned before, this is the base model and this is slightly costlier. Okay, and so this model has airbags in it. Okay, and along with that, this car is available in red color. All right, so these two features are of this class. Okay, now let me create an object. I will say car2 is equal to Nexon 2 and brackets. Okay, now I will access feature 3 of the class Nexon 2. Alright, so when I run this, I get has airbags as the output. And when I change it to 4 and when I execute it, I get is available in red color as the output. Right? Meaning feature 3 and feature 4 belong to this class Nexon 2. Alright. Now, if I change this to feature 1 and if I run this, I get an error. And this is because feature 1 belongs to this class Nexon 1 and car2 is the object of this class Nexon 2, and that is why we are not able to access feature 1 using car2. Okay, now here is the thing. Nexon 2 is a higher version of Nexon 1, meaning Nexon 2 has all the features of Nexon 1 and along with that it has some features of its own that are unique to Nexon 2. In other words, Nexon 2 has all the features of Nexon 1 and along with that it has some unique features of its own. In other words, Nexon 2 has a 1200cc engine. It is available in black, white and grey color, and along with that it has airbags and also is available in red color. Okay, why? Because this is the higher version of this model. Okay, so now we need to be able to access feature 1 from Nexon 2, and to do that we will have to inherit everything that belongs to Nexon 1 here in Nexon 2. Okay, and to do that, when we define the class, in brackets we will have to mention the name of the parent class Nexon 1. Alright, so this is the parent class and this is the child class. Feature 1 and feature 2 are unique to Nexon 1. Feature 3 and feature 4 are unique to Nexon 2. Alright, but then Nexon 2 also has this feature along with this. But Nexon 1 does not have feature 3 and feature 4. Alright, just like the example that I had given you before. Some things belong to your parents, some things belong to you exclusively. Okay, So let me come back to this and here. Now, when I try to access feature 1 of car 2, I will be able to print has a 1200cc engine. Okay. So even though car 2 is the object of Nexon 2, we were able to access feature 1 because this class has inherited all the methods and properties of this class Nexon 1. Alright. So let me quickly copy this and paste it 3 more times, and here I will change it to 2, 3 and 4. Now when I run this, I get this as the output. It has 1200cc engine. It is available in black, white and grey color. It has airbags. It is available in red color also. Alright. So these are the features of Nexon 2. Okay. Now let me proceed to Nexon 3. Here I will say class and I will say Nexon 3, and inside I will say feature 5 and I will say, let me say, has parking sensors. Alright, just a random made up example. And then I will say feature 6 and self, and I will say is available in blue color. Alright. Now let me create an object from Nexon 3. Okay. And let me try to access feature 5. Okay. So when I run this, I get has parking sensors. But then when I try to access feature 2, I get an error saying that there is no such attribute. Alright. Now, this is because feature 2 belongs to class Nexon 1 and car 3 is the object of class Nexon 3. Okay. Now, let us say that this is the higher version of this, or in other words, among all three, the highest of 3. Okay. And let us say that this car has all the features of this and all the features of this, and along with that it has some unique features of its own. Alright, meaning Nexon 3 has a 1200cc engine. It is available in these 3 colors. It has airbags. It is available in red color, and along with that it has parking sensors, and also it is available in blue color. Alright. Now for us to access the features or the methods of other classes, we need to inherit their methods and properties. Okay. And to do that, when we create a class, in brackets, we need to mention the class name. Okay. So here I have mentioned Nexon 2. Now Nexon 2 has already inherited Nexon 1. Meaning Nexon 2 already can access feature 1, feature 2, feature 3 and feature 4. And this means now we can access all 4 features of these 2 classes just by typing the name Nexon2. Okay. So now I have this line, and when I execute this, I get is available in black, white and gray color. Okay. I can access feature 3, which belongs to Nexon 2 also, has airbags. Alright. So this is the parent class, and these 2 are child classes. Okay. So this is the parent class base model, and these 2 are child classes, parent and child. Alright. Now let us say that Nexon 1 and Nexon 2 both are parents, meaning Nexon 2 doesn't inherit anything from Nexon 1. It is like father and mother. Father is also your parent. Mother is also your parent, right? But your mother does not inherit anything from your father, right? So in the same way, let us say this is father and this is mother, and both are unique individuals. And now let us say you are the child, and if you want to inherit some or all the properties from both Nexon 1 and Nexon 2, or both parents, then here in bracket you will have to say Nexon 1 comma Nexon 2. Okay. So now if you see here, we have car3 dot feature 3. Feature 3 belongs to Nexon 2, and when I print that, I get has airbags. If I change this to feature 1 belongs to Nexon 1, I get has 1200cc engine. But if I say car 2 dot feature 1, and if I try to execute it, I'll get an error. This is because Nexon 2 does not inherit anything from Nexon 1. This is independent, this is independent. But this Nexon 3 inherits the methods and properties of both Nexon 1 and Nexon 2. Alright. So this is the concept of inheritance. Now this provides reusability of a code. Alright. In real life, if we are working on a very big project that involves multiple teams, then we can inherit the classes written by other teams in our class and then add more features to it. For example, let us say Nexon 1 is the class created by someone else, and Nexon 2 is another class created by someone else. And if I am working on Nexon 3, then instead of writing all the codes of Nexon 1 and Nexon 2, I can just inherit the classes and then add more features to it. Right? So this is the beauty of inheritance. Okay.